Hello, good morning. All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's live, December 13th, 2024, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time here in the Midwest USA, where it is cold, cold again. So cold. And as you can see, I'm still in my winter uniform. This is how you'll see me all the time up until maybe March or April. So I like to stay cozy. Okay, welcome to another live with me. We are currently live on YouTube, currently live in the Learn How to Make French Beaded Flowers. No, we are not live in the group. We are live in the Bead Floor Studio Facebook page, and I am still waiting to go live in the Facebook group. So there's that. If you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. Say hello and let me know what you're working on. I know we're still waiting on the group. So I may just go ahead and share it. So let me go do that because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just likes to do that to me. All right, here we go. Let me go share it. Looks like someone already shared it. It wasn't me. Okay, group. Okay, here we are. So if it goes live, so if it works somewhere at some point, I'm just going to ignore it and not go live in the group. So there's that. So today I've got a few things that I'm working on. So before I came on, I was just making some kits that I had orders for. I normally have them made, but these kits have been just been going this past few weeks. Just these basic, these spring blossoms. And so I think a lot of people are interested in learning how to make French beaded flowers. Lots of beginners are interested in making French beaded flowers. And they are interested in these beginner kits. So I have a couple that I need to get out. So I was just working on this before I came on. So I'm just going to finish before I start on my project. All right. Okay. All right. Looks like we have Louise here. Louise says, good morning, Fen. Oh, Louise is on YouTube. Good news. Bead spinners arrive in the Netherlands. They spin wonderful. Yay. So happy to hear that, Louise. Okay. So I've had a few international orders and some have made it so far, and I'm so happy. And some we're still waiting for them to get there. So it's always a nail biter when they ship from the U.S. to some other countries. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these beads in these little baggies here. And I just got this new funnel. You guys see? For making my kits. So the story for this funnel, this is a new funnel that my husband just printed for me. And when we released the bead spinners in the Facebook group, Kim asked, hey, Fan, Kim said, here's a new thing for your husband to design, a funnel. So I have a new funnel. Okay, so I have 3 of these. I'm missing some colors. Before I get more, I thought I had 5. Okay, so, oh, and this one, I need one more color. All right, looks like we have Natia from Germany. Hello, good morning. Okay, Louise, Natia, let me know what you're working on. What project you're working on. Okay, so before I put more beads in a baggie, I want to show you this new funnel, right? Because Kim said, hey, new idea for your husband to design. It's always so hard to put beads in a little baggie. So can he make a funnel for us? And you know what? This blew my mind. All right. So this is, so instead of just, so he can't just do anything simple, right? So he designed the funnel to go on this bead spinner. So all right. So we have our bead spinner and we're beading, right? And we're done. And we need to put them back in our little baggies. Take this off. Snap this on. And then put them back in the little baggie. So what I've normally been doing before this came into my life was I would dump it in a little cup, and I would dump this in, let's see, what do I have here? I would dump it into this thing with a spout, and then I put them in the baggies. So this is going to make life a lot easier. And I found that it works for my little bowls for kits too. So there's that. All right, I need one more color. So now let me go in the Facebook group to see if I'm actually seeing it in there. All right, it's in there. So I would like to see comments, you guys. And not have to like go back and forth. All right, it'll work eventually. It'll work eventually. Okay, one more color. Where are my US peeps at? Well, it is in the morning, depending on where you are in the US. It's 10 a.m. here for me. It is 11 Eastern time, and then 9, and then 8. So it is a Friday. You guys are busy. It's close to the holidays, right? So hoping to see more US peeps. Okay, Natia says, I was busy for a few hours today and worked on 2 mini poinsettias. They are intended as little Christmas presents for my sisters-in-laws. Sisters-in-laws. Okay, yeah. Nice. They are quick little projects to make for presents. Okay, so I've got 5 of my colors. Set these aside. I'm trying to have a system here where I have everything on my cart. I don't know if you can see my cart, but I have a cart that I just have everything on here that I need, from wire to my bowls to baggies, just so that it is here. Then so when I need to do anything, either here when I'm streaming or over there when I'm working, everything is here next to me, regardless of where I am. Okay, so this is the stuff in the kit. I got 5 of the colors. I've got green for the leaves. spool of green wire, spool of pink wire, 26 gauge, and then some floral tape. Just enough for 5. So it's not too bad to put some of the about 60 inches of the floral tape onto the embroidery floss card. So, and this helps beginners just to get started. Am I missing something? I'm missing one more thing. Okay. And then I was thinking I want to finish working on the daffodils. I have not beaded since last week. I have not done any beading, real beading since last week. All right. I have this tape thing that I got at Target, and it doesn't really work that well. Like, it doesn't cut. So what's the point of having this if I need to use scissors? It doesn't cut that well. So if you're wondering, what does Fen do when she's making kits? This is what I do, cutting tape. Okay. Okay, so this is done. I've got another one to make to go out later, but I didn't print the pattern, so I'm not gonna make that right now. I'm gonna work on the daffodils. So last week, Cindy came on and said, Fen, you look tired. You're all right? And you know what? You know what I realized? That day I was not wearing lipstick. So I guess that's what makes you look tired if you're not wearing makeup, right? I normally put on some lipstick when I come on. And last week I did not. So that's probably why I look tired. But I actually am tired today. So let's see. All right. Put this away. My kit stuff. Okay, let's work on the daffodils. Okay. So everything from last week is still here, because I have not done much. So let's work on the daffodils. I only need how many of these leaves did I make? I need one more of each. So one of the 6.5 inch leaves and then one of the 5.5 inch leaves. I should bring out my pattern because I'm going to be needing to talk in metric. I don't know the metric right off the top of my head. Daffodil, page 82. Oh, battery's dying on my computer. It was pretty full. So I thought it should be okay if I didn't plug it in, but I'm going to go plug it in. So I don't want it to die. I know what you're thinking. Fen, you're more scattered than normal. More scattered than normal. Okay. Oh, it looks like we have April joining us. April says, right now I'm working on keeping the cat off my desk. Okay, so I don't have a cat, right? I don't have pets because I have enough human beings in my house to manage. So, and I said, you know what? If you guys can be more responsible without me having to tell you to remind you to do your responsibilities, then we can have a cat because I love cats. But at this point, if I have to remind you guys to do basic things that you should be doing, then no, we're not getting another pet for me to manage, another living thing for me to manage, right? So, but when we visited my husband's family, few in the summer, um, my sister-in-law, she has a cat, and oh my gosh, he's so adorable. And as I was working on something on my computer, or was I beading? I don't remember. I was doing something, and this cat just was all up in my grill. All yes, it was a computer. It was like rubbing against my computer. It's like, and I thought, hey, I thought you hated me because you didn't like me, cat. But then all of a sudden, when I'm like ignoring you, you're all up in my face. So, yeah. Okay. I have the pattern up. And I have the beads that I strung on the wire last week. Thank you, me from last week. Let's get started. Where's my lacing wire? Right here. Okay, so April, after you get your cat off your desk, what are you gonna make? Oh, I saw your dream catcher. Like, ooh, it's very beautiful. It turned out so lovely. All right, so let's do 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches is 13.9 centimeters. Okay. Right, all right. My computer says connection lost. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can see me. Is there a lost connection? Hello. Okay, looks like, okay, if you hear me, see me, let me know. Okay, so I think I'm back live. Let me add my other camera again. It just, the connection was not very good. Happened to my other camera. Sorry, guys. Okay. My internet connection just died on me, so I'm using my phone as a hotspot. And I'm back. Hello. Okay, now I'm trying to get my other camera back. Okay. It doesn't seem to be connected. Okay, so this is the struggle. This is the struggle of live streaming because it just doesn't like to work sometimes. Now my other cameras are working. All right. It doesn't need Wi-Fi to work. Okay, I think you are seeing me on the correct camera. You are? Okay. Then where's my other one? Okay, looks like we have Sue joining us, trying to finish up your prairie sunflowers. You get me motivated. Awesome. Awesome, Sue. Okay, so this morning, it just got, my connection just died on me here. So, and my camera is not connecting. It's not loading to the Facebook page. So, I mean, Facebook group. I don't know if I'm in the Facebook group right now, but let's go ahead with this one camera. I'm going to see if I can, okay, move this so you can see this way. All right, this is what we're going to do. All right, we're going to improvise as always. So, okay. So what I've already started was a 5.5-inch basic frame. If you are just joining me, I am finishing up the daffodils that I started last week. I didn't start last week. I'm just finishing up this project from like 6 years ago. All right. So 5 years ago, 6 years ago, that's what I'm doing on these streams, finishing up old projects. Okay, Sue says, I'm seeing you on Facebook with one camera. Okay, yes, one camera. Facebook page, yes. Facebook group, no. So you guys will, the people in the group will probably not be seeing me. Just things are just not working all the time sometimes. So there's that. Okay, I'm just lacing here. Oh, I already laced that. Okay. Do one more. Oh, look, there's tape on here. I really love those, Sue, I really love those prairie sunflowers. I really want to make more and make a native to me, which is Midwest USA, native flowers of the Midwest. So the prairie sunflowers are one of them. I don't know if echinacea are native here. I think they are. So I want to do like a prairie land sculpture. I don't want to say sculpture. I don't know if it's a sculpture, but just I went to the museum here, where the Milwaukee Museum, and they just have a display of native flowers, and I think echinacea is native to here. So I want to do the prairie sunflowers, echinacea, and I believe what else? I think lilies. They had lilies and some other wildflowers like chicory. I don't know if chicory is native here, but it's part of the whole prairie land flowers. So that's what I want to do eventually. So many projects, so little time. Is this the right way? It's all twisted. Oh, this is not. All right. So sorry, guys, I can't zoom. But just go ahead and work with me because it's not a tutorial. Work and chat with me. Okay, so before, what were we talking about before my camera before my connection decided to die on me? We were talking about cats. We were talking about, sorry, memories, working on my memory here. Okay. Right, so how many rows do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. Okay, almost there. So you know what? I think I can do it today. I think I can finish. After 3 live streams, I can finish my daffodil. Okay. Because it is a longer leaf, I can kind of stretch it back and forth. I need to stretch it back and forth to straighten it out. Wiggle it back and forth. All right, Sue says, I'm also Midwest, south of you in Illinois. Awesome. Okay. Chicory grows alongside the roadside, so I say it is native. I mean, there are a lot of things that grow here that are invasive and not native, so. But I think chicory is, possibly. But I do want to beat it. The one thing that I know was not native that has become honorary native is plantain. It came here to the United States from Europe, from the Europeans, and the Native Americans have adopted it as an honorary native plant because it is just such a good medicinal plant. And so is chicory. Chicory is also medicinal. And the root of chicory, if you roast it and then roast it and then grind it up, you can make it into a coffee alternative. Same thing with dandelion root. Roast it, and then the root will be a good coffee alternative. I'm trying to not drink so much coffee because it just makes me pee all the time. So I'm trying to not drink it as much. And what I'm drinking instead is dandelion coffee alternative. And it's so delicious. So, and the brand that I bought also has chicory in it. So, and I figure it's probably better for me, dandelion chicory than coffee. Anyways, but dandelion is also a diuretic, so it doesn't make me go all the time like coffee. So there's that, health benefits and, you know, benefits that you see right away for your life. Immediate benefits. Not running to the toilet all the time is good. Okay, Sue says, you are right. Chicory is not native and is considered invasive. Just check Google and you know they're always right. Well, I wouldn't say that Google is always right. We have to be discerning in our information, right? Always questioning. Well, I guess chicory will not be in my native prairie land. I mean, you know what? It doesn't need to be native flowers. I can have invasives in there. There are some invasives that I love. Okay. Very, very wiggly looking, but we'll straighten it out. Okay. Okay. Huh. See, my cart works. I have all the stuff I need. Just move my cart over when I bead or when I need to do something, and everything I need is here. Hopefully, the main stuff. Okay, Natia says, I prefer black tea to coffee. I'm not a big tea person. I'm Chinese and I should love tea, but I'm not a tea person. My dad drinks a lot of tea. Okay. Don't have the right, what is this? Pliers, chain nose pliers. I'm going to use these goofy jewelry pliers. I love these goofy jewelry pliers for making wrap loops. Wait, I don't know if you can, well, I don't have my other camera, so you can't see, but oh, this camera's nice. It focuses, huh? Nice. So I should do this so you guys can see. Okay, so I am so since I've lived in the US for so long and started drinking coffee, I prefer coffee. Well, I guess I like coffee with, maybe it's the creamer that I like, not the coffee. It's the creamer. So, all right, so I need more. I know I need more green. String more beads on. Oh, not a very good loop. Beads are flying everywhere. So what I strung on the wire last week was just enough to make a 5.5 inch length leaf. So I'm going to need more to make this 6.5 inch leaf. I'm going to turn off this iPad because I don't need it. Not seeing comments. Things aren't working. Things aren't working. Okay. Okay, so you know what I noticed when you see the full screen, I notice how messy it is. Like the things around this whole, normally you see just this one area and it's nice. It looks nice and neat, but man, when you see the whole area, it's like, ooh, what a mess. But you know what? It's fine. That's just how it is. But the one thing that is bugging me is like having the cords, that you can see the cords. Okay. A little bit more. Okay, so the bead spinners that I have, the original bead spinners that I have, are a lot noisier than the ones you guys get. So I don't have the good bead spinners. You have the good bead spinners. These ones are louder. I mean, it's still good. I still love it, but you got the better ones. Okay, so Natia asks, is it actually possible to turn your bead spinner in both directions, or does the spindle turn up by itself? Okay, sorry, my brain is not working well today, so I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to ask me. Turn this in both directions? You mean like counterclockwise or clockwise? So yes, you can turn this way or you can turn this way. So yeah, counterclockwise. If you're right-handed, you would turn counterclockwise. If you are left-handed, you can turn counterclockwise. I turn clockwise. No, do I turn clockwise? No, I turn counterclockwise. If you are left-handed, you would turn clockwise. So yes. So I go this way because I'm right-handed, so I use my left hand turn the spindle. If you are left-handed, you would use your right hand to turn your spindle. Let me try to do this here. I should get someone left-handed to try it. Like then you would do it this way. I think. So yes, it will work either way. Just like a regular bead spinner. Okay, Louise says, mine are better, not a sound. Winky face. Yes. Okay, so we do have some bead spinners that were printed defectively. I mean, not a defect in that it hurts how the bead spinner works, but a defect in that there's like specks on the bottom that turned out. So those are mine. So I will have some I'll have some bead spinners that are not as noisy, but defective in that it doesn't look as pretty. But it's okay. I'll put some stickers on them and they'll be fine. Okay. All right. Isn't that how it always is when you make the thing? Like, for example, if you're a baker, you would always eat the crumbs. You don't eat the good cake, right? You don't eat the good cake. You eat the crumbs. Okay. It's long, so I'm gonna make sure it's nice and straight. As straight as you can. I can. With the 5.5 inch, I was able to do it without this little trick of holding on each part bit by bit. But with this longer one, I do. With just an extra inch, I do need to do it. I'm going to do it again because since the camera is this way, I can hold it like this, right? And you can see it. All right. April says, how many feet of beads do you string for your daffodil leaves? I don't know, April. It was, I don't, this is probably not enough. I probably need more. I want to guess at least 5 or 6 feet. But I don't think I was just tired of stringing the beads on. So I just stopped and started beading, just hoping it would be enough. Sometimes I do that and it's not good because then you have to cut off wire later. But you know what? That's just how it goes sometimes. Okay. Straighten this out. Okay, Natia says, I am also right-handed, but I always make a wire that is bent to the left, following the curve of the spinner as far as possible, and then turn the spinner accordingly. Okay, so far to the left, that would be this way. Do you use your right hand? Do you use your right hand to put the wire in? Or do you use your left hand? Okay, let me get more of this. Okay, I'm going to cut the wire here first. Actually, if I remember correctly from last week, I laced 5 times. Okay. Natia says yes. Yes, what? Yes to what? With your right hand, spin with right hand or spin with left hand? I said a lot of things. I'm sorry. I don't remember what I said. Okay. All right, right hand. All right. Spin with right hand. And then wire to the left. Okay, I'm going to try that later because I'm having a hard time imagining it. Oh, spin with left. Okay, that's what I do. And I use my right hand to, I hold the wire with my right. Oh, I did this again where I made the top basic wire too long. I did it last week. I did it just earlier and I did it again now. Just wasting wire. It's like I'm doing this like wire grows on trees or something. And they don't. So I need to work on that. Okay. Okay. I don't feel like starting those other lacing wires. I'll do it after. So sometimes it's just what you feel like doing. You don't feel like you don't feel like doing it, and maybe do it at a different step. If it's possible, then yes. But definitely at least start 3 lacing wires. I'm going to try to see if I can add that camera again. No, what's going on? What's going on today? Nothing is working. Facebook group is not working. I mean, the connection to the Facebook group is not working. Internet died. Now my camera is not connecting. Okay. Well, I'm thankful that it's not a day where I'm actually doing a class or something. This is more casual, which is fine. Not too pressed about it. But I would definitely be pressed about it if it's a class day. Okay, look at this. So I know it'll be fine, but right now it's annoying me. I'm going to try to hold it up like this instead of on here. Because normally on here, because the camera's that way, but I'm going to try to do something different. Oh, would you look at that? I think I did string on enough wire. Beads. I did string on enough beads. Almost there. It's going a lot faster than last week since I'm getting the hang of it. It has been a while since I made such long leaves, and I don't normally make such long leaves. It looks like we have Janet joining us today. Now. Hi, Janet. Janet says, good afternoon. Watching you after that, working on Chinese lantern with Lauren. Awesome. Okay, that was a bead along that Lauren Harfster did at the Seed Beads and More group, a couple months ago, actually. So beautiful pattern. All right, yay. Finally, these dang leaves, done with it. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. And after lacing, we're going to lace at this point and also at this point also. Everything should be, well, it's kind of okay as it is, but I'm just going to lace it as well. Okay. I'm trying to think if I will be on next week. I probably will not. So today will be the last UFO Live until the new year. So now give me some time to think about what I need to do with the live. What my next project should be, and how many streams it'll take me to finish one project. So, but I'm happy with this. I can actually finish some projects. Set aside some time just to do it, and also at the same time hang out with you all. All right, where is my lacing wire? I cut it and set it aside, and it just ran away. Where'd it go? All right. Janet says, yes, can see you. Okay. You may be watching the old stream where I'm asking people if they can see me when the connection was cut off. But I don't know. Technology. It's great, but frustrating. Okay. So I just like to flip this thing back and forth. So if you saw how wriggly and crinkly it was, now it's a nice straight leaf. All we needed to do was some lacing, right? 6.5 inch basic frame, 7 rows. Is it 7? Yes. Okay. Okay, now we can, oh, let me tuck these in. They're not tucked in. Maybe I need to do a spring flowers like daffodils, tulips, sculpture thing. I planted some spring flowers in the fall. Some, what are those, parrot tulips? So yeah, parrot tulips and lots of daffodils. I think ultimately I want to have, you know how people have some people with daffodils on their lawns. So, and they'll die off before you need to mow your lawn. So I haven't done this yet, but I want to slowly introduce tulips on our lawn, and then eventually I want the whole lawn to just be blooming in daffodils in the spring, and then they'll die off before we need to mow. So that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Okay. I got some embroidery floss here. And let's add these leaves. Do I even need to use embroidery floss, or can I just do flower tape? I think I want to do floss. can also do, I'll do floral tape first and then embroidery floss, because these are quite crinkly right here. I want to smooth them out a bit before I add them on. Because when you add them on, when they're all twisted like this, it won't look that great. All right, April says, we have too many squirrels for tulips. How many squirrels do you have? We have squirrels too. And they leave my tulips alone. We have squirrels, we've got bunnies. Oh, the other day, last week, I saw a black squirrel. And we have some white squirrels. Like by my kids' school. Every time I go there, almost every time, you see like a white squirrel running around. Okay. All right, looks like Allah's joining us. Hello, Allah. Yes, you are joining late. I am almost done working on this daffodil. And let me know what you're working on. Okay. Oh, I said floral tape first. I'm going to add each one on before I add the other. It's just might be easier. Okay, April says, wow. April, are you wowing about the squirrels or something else? Scissors, where are my scissors? Okay. Okay, Allah says, I'm still working on Lauren's candle ring. Well, it is quite a project, so will take some time. I'm seeing all these candle rings you guys are making, and they are looking awesome. They are looking amazing. Okay, I'm just putting the smaller leaves on first. Am I missing a leaf? I don't think so. I just made the pattern calls for 2 of these. Okay. Okay, so April is wowing the white squirrel. I know, it's amazing. Okay. Can't believe this. This is actually done after today. Wow. After sitting around for 5 years. Okay, Ella says your daffodils look big. Well, this is a normal size daffodil. This is what the normal daffodil looks like. This is true to size. Unless you have those miniature daffodils, which those exist too. But these are the normal size daffodils. And I must have planted, I bought like 2 bags of daffodils, 2 bags of daffodil bulbs, 2 or 3. So I must have planted at least 60 to 90 daffodils this year. So I'm excited for more daffodils to pop up in the spring. Okay. There we are. This is the original one. And this is the new one. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out the placement of which one I'm holding. just trying to figure out my camera. Like, which daffodil am I holding? Okay. Wait, you guys. This is mirrored. Left. Oh man. This is my right hand, but I think somehow when I came back, it turned into like selfie mode. So this is my right hand. This is my left hand. So there's a disconnect when I'm looking on the camera. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Jana says, what color are your green beads? These are different greens. This one, I think, is probably a discontinued color because when I try to order it, I think I got this color, right? So the brand is Matsuno Dynamite's light green. So I think this is what they used to look like, and this is what they look like now. So do I have the beads? But yeah, I don't have it right next. I don't have the sticker right next to me, but it is Matsuno Dynamite light green or lime green, one of those. I think it's light green, and it's completely different. There's quite a few beads, mostly green, that have changed color on me, and I don't like that. I can't really use. I like the old color more. Oh, I want to actually floss it a little bit. Where did I put that floss? Oh, there it is. Okay. Louise says maybe a UFO together with how to start the daffodil flower. Okay, Louise, then I have to make more leaves. I just spent like 3 sessions working on it. But you know what? Yeah, why not? I could do like a class or something on it. Maybe not a class, but some sort of live on it. You know what? I'm up for that. Let's do it. Okay. One of these days. Okay, so I do want to floss this down a little bit because it just holds the leaves on together more. And you're right, it is a lot easier seeing it than reading something. For some people, and by some people I mean me, it's hard for me to read directions. It's hard for me to read my own directions. So, and I write directions for people like me because it's hard for me to read directions. So I try to write for people like me who has a hard time reading directions and following directions. All right. So that's why you see me fumbling through my own directions and not following them. Not on purpose, not intentional. Okay, Louis says, no, just the flower parts and how to connect. You've already learned us to do the rest. But Louise, if I don't do the leaves, then I have more daffodil parts lying around. You know what I'm saying? I've got more daffodil parts lying around if I show you how to make the flower part. Okay. And then I have to do the leaves because then I have more UFOs. All right. Yay. Done. Do I have a vase to put this in? Right. So looking at these, and I can tell that it's been five years. My beading ability has definitely improved because I can see the stem. If you look at the stem of that's not beading ability. That's just other things, other abilities, not beading ability. The beading, about the same, still okay. But the stem here, it's a lot slimmer. So this is a slimmer stem. This is a thicker stem. So I don't know what I did differently, but the way that I assembled this here is the newer daffodil is a lot slimmer. I have been putting a lot of thought in how to make stems slimmer. So I may have applied those concepts without realizing I'm applying them. And even though these are the same parts, all of these are the same parts with, the flower, but somehow this one is slimmer and the stem here is a lot thicker. So if I want to know what I did here with the older flower, I would have to take it apart to figure out why is it thicker? Why is this thicker than this one, the newer one? So don't know. Okay, Allah says, in my country, we have varieties of daffodils. We have this kind, what you're working on. We have double petals with amazing fragrance. Yes, we have lots of varieties here too. The double varieties, there are lots of those here too. So I think I do have some double varieties in my garden. And the ones that I planted this past year were like a multi color, more like this, like some of darker color, some with like the more with the darker creamy petals, and then there's also with the darker one, all on the same flower. So yeah. Okay, so you know what? I may add to this collection because it's just 2 daffodils, right? Right, Louise? Just 2. So, you know what? Maybe I will add 3. And it is a good idea to do either a bead along or class or something with daffodils. So if you guys are up for it, I can definitely do that one of these days. Okay, so yeah, I can do that. I'm up for it. Okay, so that's it for today. All right, let's see what announcements we got. I got some announcements. Well, let me move this camera so I'm not like bending down. Okay, with the bead spinners, we've been waiting on the green for the past week or so, and we finally got it. And those orders that, if you've been waiting on your orders for longer than normal, it's because we were waiting on the green, we were waiting on pink, and they are here. Yay. So I'll be getting some of the backed up orders out today with the green and the pinks and working on the rest of them. And everything should be out by Wednesday or Thursday next week. So if you're waiting on your bead spinners, hopefully you'll get it by Christmas if you're in the US. So, all right, that's what I've got today. Thank you for joining me. Ala, Louise, Natia, who else? Janet, April. Okay. Sue. And sorry if I missed you. Like I said, this is the last live of 2024. I don't know. Maybe I'll come on next week. I don't know. Probably not. But not out of the question. So last live of 2024. I will see you next year. Have a great holidays, everyone.